So welcome back to another video today, guys. I'm just going to be doing a quick little jersey swap tutorial. This is something that I've done for a little while now. I actually run an Instagram page that is a sports fan page, so maybe you're like me and you also run a fan page, or maybe you're just doing it for some other reason. This video should be for you. And this is actually my first ever Photoshop tutorial I've done, so let me know what I can improve upon, because I'm not 100% sure how well you guys will be able to understand it. I did my best, so let me know how I do. If you can let me know in the comments down below something that you didn't understand, and I'll try my best to explain it to you. So with that all being said, let's continue the video. So first off, you're just gonna want to get your image that you're gonna be photoshopping, and I'm just gonna scale it up exactly how I want it to, and then I'm just gonna choose a subject. Something as sort of an example. I'm using Lonzo Ball, and just make sure you check it. I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to use my polygonic lasso tool. So now what you're going to want to do is make a point and just go around the perimeter of Ben Simmons, or whoever you're going to be jersey swapping, their uniform, their jersey, and just go around it the best you can. It'll make points for you. Of course, if you need to make a point, you could just click. But most of the time I'll make a point for you. Press delete if the point messes up, and just keep continuing that. Now for the bottom, it won't make a straight line, so you're just gonna have to use like a jagged line right here. But that's okay, I'll teach you how to fix that later. Now just go around and finish it all up. Remember, press delete button if it isn't, if it does a point in the wrong place and you want it messed up, you want to go back. Now just connect it right here, and it'll make a line. And go over here to hue and saturation panel, and make sure you hit that layer and do create clipping mask, and there you go. Now I'm going to make the Lonzo thing visible, so I can, and hit the colorize check on the hue and saturation panel, and with the Lonzo I'm going to try to match the color exactly how Lonzo's jersey is, or whoever you're doing. And so just adjust the hue, the saturation, the lightness. Make the hue into, for me it'll be purple, for you it'll be some other color. Just adjust the saturation, lightness. So I think that's good. I'm just gonna hide the Lonzo real quick. I'm gonna go over here to the last time. I'm gonna hold it down, and I'm gonna choose the polygonic lasso tool. I think that's what it's called. And I'm gonna go to the Fila for the Philadelphia logo. For the Sixers, I'm just gonna go over it like this. Try to get it the best you can to the letters, but it doesn't really matter. Now I'm gonna go over here to, if I can find it, I'm gonna go to Edit, Fill, Content Aware, OK, and it's gonna look like this. And then remember, you're selecting on the layer that you're taking away the thing. So don't select the hue and saturation layer. Select the layer of Ben Simmons. And I'm gonna go do the same thing with StubHub, Content Aware Fill. Do the same with the Nike logo, and then I'm gonna do the same with the 25 Content Aware Fill. There you go. What you're gonna want to do is click on the two layers, the hue and saturation layer and the actual layer of the subject, and hold down shift so you're holding both of them, and all you're gonna do is just scale it out just like that so you can't see it anymore. That's essentially all you're doing. Pretty simple. Now what you want to do, click on the hue and saturation layer, and then if you hold control you'll be able to drag the thing up. If you hold control you'll be able to transform the hue and saturation. So just drag it up, make sure you're covering the other jersey completely. Now go around and use a polygonic lasso tool and just get out every area that's not going to be on the other jersey, like this sort of decal I guess on the side, and I got rid of that. Now what you want to do is get your layer. I'm using LeBron, and I'm gonna, and this is only for the stripes right now on his jersey. Yeah, and just select it just like that. And go over here to the mask icon. There we go. And make sure and go over to your layer, right click, and do and hit convert to smart object, just like that. Okay, and then resize it, Alt Shift. Just gonna put it on him the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. And what you're gonna want to do here is find the right blend mode, just so pretty much that the stripes are the only thing showing. For me, I think luminosity works the best. For you, it might be something different. Just try to find the blend mode that looks the best. Most of them don't look good, but there always be the one, I mean there should be one that looks good enough. If no blend modes work, then that's okay. So yeah, for me luminosity worked the best. And what I'm gonna do is go over here. I'm gonna go over here to my eraser tool. And just make sure you rasterize that jersey. For me it's the LeBron jersey. And I'm just gonna erase sort of the areas that come off of the subject real quick. That's all I'm doing right now. And just you want to adjust the hardness and the size of the eraser tool the best you can. Right there is just a little trick I use. It's just done by holding Alt and then moving the direction of your mouse. Don't use that for right now, it's just a little bit too complicated. I don't want to get into it. Just go down to the panel and change the size. And now what you're going to want to do is select on the layer of the jersey and go over the Lakers and just use the same principle and do content aware fill. Now you can see here that sometimes that doesn't always work. It'll look weird, so just if it doesn't look good, just go over it again and do the exact same thing. Alright, and then just do everything that's on the jersey and content aware fill it away again. Make sure you get the collar, and once you're done, this is how mine looked. I'm just adjusting the opacity and the fill a little bit just to make it look whatever is best for you. Sort of preference again. Now I'm going to get the image, this image of LeBron, and this is what I'm going to actually use. The actual, so the other one was I was just using for the stripes. This one is what I'm actually going to use for the logos. So I'm just going to go here to the magnetic lasso tool. See the Lakers, for this Lakers logo, I'm just going to use the same principle. Use this new principle. If you want to zoom in when you've already lasso selected, hold Alt and scroll, and that'll work. So just go around like this. And connect it. And don't actually hit the mask option. Hit select and mask, and then this one will come over here. And then you can adjust the feather and everything like that, just to make sure whatever you think looks the best. And then you can hit the actual mask tool. And now go over to the layer and hit convert to smart object, and then it'll make it look like that. And then if you're good, then you'll be able to resize the Lakers more easily. And just hit a checkbox when you think it looks good and it's put in the right place. Now I'm going to get the Los Angeles part of the Lakers logo. Remember? Yeah. I'm going to use the polygonic lasso tool for this. And I'm just going to go around. Now I'm going to connect it, and again use the select and mask option all the way at the top and adjust the radius, the smoothness, the feather, the contrast, the shift edges, all those features. Just adjust them, which makes it look the best. You don't want it to be too hard at the edges, because then that looks a little fake. But you also don't want it to be too soft. So just whatever looks the best to you. Now bringing down the contrast for me, I think looks pretty good. So now that I did that, I'm going to hit OK and then hit the actual mask tool. And then I'm going to hit the move tool. And then remember to convert it to a smart object again, just like the Lakers one. And make sure show transform controls is on. Now what you want to do is hit that little knob over there. And then you can go up here to this warp tool and click on the warp tool. And with that you can sort of adjust how this looks. And I think that's good for now. Again, whatever looks best for you. And you might not even need to warp it. I just felt I needed to there. Now I'm going to use my eraser tool. I just shrink the size and just erase this extra bit away. Alright, so now that I erased all the stuff I don't need, I'm going to get the LeBron thing again. and this time it's going to be for the sides of his jersey, and then I'm also going to do the collar. So yes, just use the magnetic lasso tool, go all the way around right here, connect it. Again, same principle, select and mask, adjust all the features, whatever looks according, then mask it for real, and then convert it to a smart object. Same thing. It's basically the same principle, and you're just reusing it over and over again. Now, hold Control or Command, depending on what you're on, and that will allow you to sort of transform whatever image it is. I'm using that to make it fit on Ben a little better. Now I'm gonna go to the warp tool again, like I just showed you, and just gonna bend it on him, just to make it look the best. And that looks good. Now I'm gonna use my eraser tool and erase this little area down here. Oh wait, just make sure you're selected on the actual thing. There you go. I'm gonna erase this. What is unnecessary down here. Alright, now you're gonna get the LeBron again, and this is gonna be for the collar. Essentially, it's the same principle over and over again. Yeah, it's just gonna grab the collar like that. I'm gonna speed this all up because you should know how to do it by now. Remember, hold Control or Command just to bend that in, because using the transform feature. And there you go, that's bent in, and then I'm gonna warp it down like that. Bingo. I think that looks great. And again for the sleeve on the left. Well, his left, our right. Doesn't matter. Same principle. I'm speeding it up once again. You should know how to do this by now. If not, just rewatch it. And there you go, I warped it in, got the eraser tool, erased what wasn't necessary. And there you go. Now what we're going to do is the numbers. The numbers actually are a bit easier, so I'm just going to use the magnetic lasso tool. Go over this image of LeBron, number, like that. And I'm going to do select and mask. Figure out which looks the best. Figure out the best way to make the number maskable. Then I'm going to mask it. Then I'm going to go to my move tool. Make sure I convert it to a smart object first. Now I'm going to move it. And rotate it. Just do it however it looks the best. And I think that looks good. So now I found this 5, which is the same sort of design as the 2. And I'm just going to do the exact same principle again. So I'm just going to go around this number 5 with the magnetic lasso tool. We'll sped up here, select and mask. Find what looks best. Then actually mask it and then convert it to a smart object. There we go. And just place that 5 next to the 2, or whatever number you're working with. And I'm actually just going to warp this 5 a little bit to make it look better. And alright, so that looks pretty much good. So that's essentially it. I realized after I made this that I forgot to add the Wish and the Nike logo. So just do the exact same thing as the Lakers logo, the numbers, and just put that on from another photo, sort of in the same position as your photo, your jersey swap. So that's how you do it. Let me know if you guys were able to do this successfully. Let me know what you need me to improve upon. And just, subscribe if you feel like it. That's all I gotta say for you guys. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Peace.